Hear ye, hear ye! The prophets have spoken, friends. The dragon's return is nigh. Join the honourable Duke's ranks and help us be rid of the fell beast. The day's come to lay down rod and reel and take up the sword.
It's the dragon!
Get to the boat!
For your lives, go!
Pick up fire! squirite. Accurata de Dio mi squarota junto la Gregori, nestesta, nesti, mi escurate et malaga.
Help me! She's still alive!
If you squad face me. Take up arms, newly within.
You say it left a glowing scar?
Yes. The wound has closed, and it seems the worst has passed, but her heart lies silent.
If you would face me.
You are sure of this?
Yes.
Ill magic, the work of some curse. The whole world's already gone mad for fear of this dragon. Won't no good come of this? I must go see to the others, Kina. Tell me if aught changes here.
All right.
Well met, Arisen. Can you hear our voice? We speak to you from across great distance. The Pawn Legion has awaited you. Pray, forgive this strange and impersonal greeting. This rift serves as a gate. It connects our kind to your world. It opens to the Arisen. for they possess a will powerful enough to guide the Legion. If you would claim to be among the Arisen, prove the strength of your resolve. Very well. Then we shall guide you in your trial. If you are an Arisen in truth, this humble task will prove no obstacle. The Arisen must possess the valor to stand against all threats, and the power to quell them. A tireless spirit of self-improvement grants the strength to lead the Legion. Pray, show it now.
The beast comes! Hurry!
Our fealty is sworn to you, Arisen. From this day, the Legion's men called pawns live and die by your command.
Ah, the venerable Arisen returns. Are you come to lead the pawns in a quest to slay the dragon? Those equivocal husks. Will or nill, the Arisen is always drawn to the dragon, as puppets strung in fate's own thread. Many have come before you, eager to stand tall atop the grand capstone of worldly truth that is the dragon. Arrogance. The dragon is ever born anew into the world, and with it too, the Arisen. All Arisen seek out the dragon, but lucky are the few who attain an audience with the beast, while yet they live. Ours is a weak, fragile world, and little within it is more frail than man. In yon encampment, they gather up their knights and hired steel. They think to grow their numbers and hunt the dragon. But they shall soon learn their lot will e'er be as prey.
I am impressed.
Oh, I'll be damned! This your handiwork? For truth? Oh, what did the lack of an idol doing here anyway?
Ancient tales of the Arisen are well and good, friend. But make a gift of these heads to the Duke, and you might earn yourself a real title. I see better now from whence the legends arose. With judgment, swift footwork. Impressive, truly. In any case, the Duke will want to know of this attack. We make for the capital, men. Like as not, the cart will draw beasts along the way. Stay vigilant, fear not. We walk with the Arisen, slayer of hydras. We've arrived. Well done, men. A Hydra's head is a fine prize. His Grace will be pleased with the cause work. Walk proud through these streets, men. We are heroes to the people of Grand Soren. I'll make for the castle directly to offer my report to His Grace. I'll have word sent for you, friend. Pray, sojourn in the capital a while. To the castle, men! Step lively!
Welcome, Arisen. We have awaited your coming. Let us rejoice in the coming of the Arisen, the light that guides the Legion. It grieves me to burden you, weary from the road as you must be, but I fear trouble brews. Beyond lies the Everfall, an ancient place that sleeps beneath Grand Soren's stones. We pawns have long served as keepers of the entrance to this place. But since the dragon's coming, a strange aura has filled the Everfall. A presence. If it be some omen of evil to come, we cannot allow it to go unchecked.
We cannot fight these tentacles. Run, Arisen!
A light. In the furthest depths, you say? We cannot know if this small aberration will give rise to great calamity hence. We shall redouble our efforts here, and keep vigilant for further signs of change.
Just what is this scrap to you? Loose those lips and might be our repaying card. Oh.
Good work.
Anything else I might work on for you?
I bid you good day.
Begging your pardon, but we seek the witch of these woods. Oh? A great and aged woman? Perhaps you might have seen her?
The witch? You seek grandmother?
Your grandmother? Yes. Where might we find her? I would ask her aid in a dire matter.
She is dead. She died, as all must.
Oh. What of you then? Know you aught of the dragon? Can you read the worm speak?
Gran told me. The faith knows. It cloaks the dragon, cloaks the truth. Those who search for truth outside the faith are branded heretic.
So your grandmother told you naught of the dragon, that the faith might leave you be?
Yes.
Then it seems we must turn to the faith if we are to learn more. You have our thanks. We'll leave you in peace to return to our village.
Arisen, my men have told me much of you. I have expected your visit. We have urgent word from the Stone of the Southwest. Though the hold is remote, its importance to our southern defenses is critical. We must reclaim it, and soon.
Victory is ours!
All glory to the Duke!
The hold is ours, Arisen. Let's return with word of this.
Well met, good Arisen. It's a heartening boon to have your assistance in our endeavors. I will not keep you long. The survey party have already set out from Grand Star and walked south to the ruins of the falls near the encampment.
You have my thanks, Arisen. I shall break the sad news of Brother Jean's sacrifice to Father Geoffrey myself. It was no fault of yours, sir. You've done your duty by us well, as the Father shall hear. Pray, do not let it weigh upon your heart. Go and tell Sir Maximilian of our success.
I fear this task is no simple call to action, sir. It will no doubt take time and a more subtle approach than your other work. Perhaps you've heard of the society they call Salvation. In truth, most of what we know is the product of such hearsay. They are a band of heretics who worship the dragon and welcome the perdition it brings. When the chaos come with the worm's arrival, their influence has grown. Ill news indeed. Pray, keep watch for signs of salvation as you go about your business. If you find aught, tell me.
It is our curse that the soul must exist in such incompletion, while we remain in its material form. And it is that incompletion of the soul that all human suffering, pain, and lamentation finds its inexorable source. When there is salvation, 'tis not to be found in pleasure. For pleasure is but another manifestation of the soul's future awakeness, a distraction for the flesh. It is but pain's shadow, and no less transfusion. For the soul cannot find true pleasure in this world. This world, which rises and struggles against its feelings, lunges by its own needless throes. In a true all souls will forever remain an instant, perfect and complete as they are unsheathed. Where do you advise us? Where lies the equilibrium our torture sees? In the time! Restore me here to the dragon is the whole life of the world itself. But you began to keep us all to it. If we seek freedom from the hatred and comfort and constancy of us all remain complete, we must submit it to violence. Think not of this, or as the escape of the weak or craven. No. Do not run, fear. Do not flee. For it is fear which rarefies and stills the soul unto its rightful lofty terror.
Come to join our flock, Arisen. This is the answer, dear Arisen! Unto all things, death and chaos!
Quite a sight that was. Though I suppose it's the stuff of every day to you, Arisen. I'd thank you to join me for a moment. The zealots slipped past, but at least we snared this one. An humbler prize, to be sure, but at least he's talkative. No honor among thieves, eh?
It was just a lark. All in good fun. I never gave over to that rot about destruction and salvation. Never.
Just the same, it'd be trouble if we let him go free, now that he's seen the two of us together.
Wait! You promised me!
He's all yours. My. Didn't know if you'd have the stomach to do for an unarmed man. Suppose I was wrong to doubt it. Glad to know you're someone I can trust in times to come. And come they shall. I'll send word ere long, friend. We'll bring this skulk of foxes to bear, you and I.
Shame the Elysians slipped our snare. I came upon this slate. I know not its origin, nor its age, but the writing it bears is old. So old, our men could only read a few words. Dragon, scar, arisen, heart. If there's aught of import written there, we need to know.
Him who knows that I know what he seeks to know, knows it well, while he who knows not what I know, or know not. You see me, yes? Then congratulations are due. You have found the man you seek. I am, or was, perhaps like you, a child of man, bound to the dragon. Well met, young Arisen. I am he who was forged by the dragon.
Well met, Arisen of the present day. New forged link in the grand chain. You have come seeking meaning for that slate, and the words it bears. There is none.
None, save that it brought you here to me. My form can be discerned only by the true Arisen. I am the Dragon Forged. Go now. Tell him that gave you the cipher of what you have heard here. All I know is yours to hear, should you desire it. Ours are bodies marked by the worm. Yours and mine. A scar across the chest, to stand as proof of the dragon's claim over our hearts. I carved a scarred man into the face of this hill, that it might serve as a beacon to those who bear our mark. It beats yet as does mine, there within the beast. 1,000 years since it was stolen, and yet it beats. As long as the dragon lives, the hearts in its safekeeping know no death. Our kind may die in battle, aye, but neither age nor illness will ever claim us. We have stepped free of this mortal coil, Arisen. I am him that was forged in the dragon's fire. I stand astride the bounds of life and death, remaining here that I may pass my knowledge on to the Arisen of each coming age. My battle as the Arisen has spanned 1,000 years, and yet it knows no end, nor shall it, until the Arisen to follow me strikes the dragon dead. The Arisen is a child of man, no more, no less. 'Tis said, the Arisen is born whene'er man takes his first true step toward a goal. When the spirit gives rise to action, a man becomes Arisen. Those like us, whose paths lead to the dragon, are known unto the beast as a matter of instinct, just as it is our own instinct that guides us on. The beast is called Death Incarnate, the greatest of evils. You will learn when you come to face it that the truth is not so simple. It possesses deep insight to match its cold and steady drive to destruction. And an air of resignation, perhaps, lies beneath its imposing rage.
In the fullness of time, I shall come to know when the time has come. Know that all I know is that I shall know all who know me. I am not but my shadow, though my shadow be not shadow, but myself. I am come here at the end of my journeys, rich in scars and rich of mind. I am dragon-forged, knower of the beast, and known to it in kind.
Tonight the fisher knight leaves the humble shores of home for the heady depths of court. Pray, let this token from humble Festi garner favor with the leviathans within. Oh, tut, no time for thanks, friend. The Duke awaits. Sail on, dear knight, sail on.
Look at the brave knight.
I fear your crown outshines my own. By my command, every road in Grancis shall be open to you henceforth. as a member of the Worm Hunt. May your efforts help deliver us from the shadow of the dragon. As long as that damnable beast draws breath, I'll fain accept any help on offer. All right.
Hail, sir. It seems you truly stand apart from the rest of us. Some sneered when I presented the Hydra's head, said it was your feat alone that won it. In truth, I cannot deny it. I had no hand in it. It is plain fact. But what of the enlistment corps, then? What meaning does our fealty hold? I have no answer to give my men. To give myself.
The sovereign of this land ill comprehends the urgency of the danger it faces. This eve's empty pomp is ample proof. All gaiety, without a hint of real concern. I'll allow, 'tis well understandable. A people numbed by 2 generations of peace cannot be expected to know true resolve. 'Tis a lesson taught by fire and sacrifice. Pray let his grace learn before the fire takes all. But I ought not speak in such bold terms before his grace.
My. Apologies, dear warrior. But to see a face austere as the castle walls adorned with this... Still, 'tis more agreeable than the endlessly dour air of most of my husband's sawn swords. Valor dwells in the heart, after all. The brave ought not need their raiment to speak for their mettle, no?
I've heard of the party being gathered to slay the Griffin. Sir Georg and the others from the encampment are among them, the men who fought the Hydra. They are touted as elites, but the fact of it is they're mere sellswords. The harshest tasks are often left to such types, or to the men of the enlistment corps. It was but a short while we shared, but they were men under my command just the same. I would gladly fight alongside them now, were it possible. Arisen, I ask you in my stead, if you choose to join Georg and his men in this hunt. They are competent warriors to a man, and not apt to die so easily. But I would rest easier here knowing they march with the slayer of the Hydra. Please, sir, see them back alive.
Aye, we are the company of elites you're to march with. A poor jest, I know. We'll circle the capital, striking the Griffin as we come upon it along the way. We attack when it sets down. It is nothing so clever as to be called a stratagem, but it will work.
It's close. I can feel it.
It comes!
We followed it here, but it caught us unawares. Still, the beast too is wounded deep. It'll fall there much longer. Please, see that this tower marks the creature's grave.
Welcome back, sir. Then the Griffin is defeated. Blessed relief, that. All who walk Grancis roads will rest easier for it. Is welcome news, too, for trade. You and the others who fought have my thanks, Arisen.
I see. Even the Arisen could not protect them all. Forgive me. I do not mean to blame you. The fault is mine for begging the impossible. Task was difficult and fraught with danger. Death is ever wed to war. Still, I dearly wish I might have been there to fight alongside them.
Hang her! Hang the witch! She conjures a dragon! Damnable Hexa! Burn her! Burn her!
She's in with the dragon! Burn her! Heretic! Away with you! By the Maker!
The rock! It moves! Monster!
This is her devilry!
Run! Run!
So, you are Arisen. This may come as a small surprise, but I know well the path you walk. For you see, I myself was once arisen. And this girl Celine was my pawn. The soul of an arisen cannot but affect their follower. Given time, the pawn will assume the arisen's very form. This is the bestowal of spirit, or so I named it. I did not grasp the full meaning of this transfer when first I noticed it. But see well Celine. See how she resembles me? I pray she can soon live her life as a human true. Age and experience separate us, Arisen, but I know you ken my words.
My pawn print.
Yes, I see it now. In truth, I had long thought as much. The ways of pawns and humans are so very close.
Can I truly live? Can I be human?
You can, Celine. The bestowal of spirit granted you my heart. As you learned of the world, you filled this heart with feelings of your own. Pawns are but shadows of life, doomed to forever echo out across the rift. But soon you will be freed of this unending cycle. Then will your thoughts belong to you alone. Then will you speak with your own voice.
My own voice. I would be with you. I am sorry, Arisen. You share in my troubles through no fault of your own. Some part of me has long known I was, in truth, a pawn. I do not age or die as others. And always I found making my own decisions difficult. Gran gifted me a portion of her very soul. It was a kindness I can never repay. At first, I knew not how to use this gift. But now I have met you.
You must think me mad to set off in the name of research. What with the dragon so near at hand. What's a fisherman gain from the study of plant and beast in the first place, huh? In truth, I have no proper answer. I simply find such things enjoyable. I don't want to merely dream of the outside world. I must see it with my own eyes, uncover its mysteries. The journey will not be easy, I'm sure. It would be a lie to say I do not fear the dangers ahead. But if not now, when? We are alike, you and I. Two simple folk, thrust into a grand adventure far beyond themselves. I'll not slay a dragon, of course, but with the Maker's grace, I might yet aid folk in my own way. Dawn is breaking. I'd best be off. When we return from our quests, I would be honored to share a cup with you again.
different look the day my master pulled me from the rift. But all the ages I have spent together with the Dragon Forged, change has taken me. His thoughts have come to fill my head, his feelings my breast. In time, even my form has grown to mirror his. 'Tis said that pawns are the shadows of men. The shadow cast by a flame flickers and bends, even as it takes a steady form. Just so, it may be that we pawns come to take the forms of our masters.
Edmund, did you speak the name Edmund? Is the name of the Arisen came before you? I know not how he turned away the dragon. I bade him follow his instinct, same as I have bidden you. That is all our kind can do, Arisen of the present day. Continue forth from that first step, and never look back, is our duty and our fate. Though my own path stopped short, leaving me to linger on, an unsightly revenant.
What do you make of this new plan the High Conclave's crafted? I know the aim's to sow chaos, but still, I can't but think it's excessive. Talk is those walking bones have slain 3 of our own. And we're to let such creatures roam the roads?
Aye, if we're so ordered. The rest of the Conclave's design relies on those skeletons to draw off the Duke's attention. I'll grant you their bloodthirst is greater than I'd thought. 'Tis time to send word to the others. Come, no more doubts, brother. You're to begin work under the Conclave soon, no?
Aye, I'm bound for there now. 'Tis my first time. I was surprised at the summons, truth be told. I've not been with Salvation long. I suppose they trust me. I'll not miss the hellish life of a messenger, I'll tell you that.
Farewell, then. Go prove them right for choosing you, brother. Ah, and if you're bound for the Conclave Hall, pray, save me an errand along your way. This key needs returning to the usual spot. You know the place, aye? The other messengers will have need of it, so pray, see it back safely.
Aye, I'll see it done. Worry not. I'll see you at the next gathering, brother. Till Dragonfire lights the dawn.
Welcome, Arisen. It is an honor to have you come so far to meet us. You here seeking the source of the skeletons? Or have you just come to rid us of a few traitors? My thanks, by the by. I see no call for secrets. It was salvation loosed those bone warriors upon the land. They are an experiment, a vanguard. All in preparation for the day of reckoning to come. You shall have an honored place among them, Arisen. Aye, your bones shall lead the march as the Red Dawn breaks. All things to a flash.
It seems the skeletons were an attempt to bolster their numbers. A thought I do not relish. What's more, it was their own members' bones they put to use. Newly joined believers made living sacrifices. They were turned from flesh to living bone by some dark art, all as a part of some experiment. The writings claim that bone warriors wrought from living men are stronger than those come from corpses. Even for a cult of madmen to visit such atrocities upon their own. It is a horror, one now hopefully at an end. Again, you have my thanks, Arisen. Pray, accept this small token for your efforts.
Arisen, sir? Beg pardon, sir. I bear a message from Milady Eleanor. She would speak with you, sir. In private, if you please. Some would raise an eyebrow at such a request, given Milady's vows to the Duke. I trust. Pray, find me tonight in the castle gardens.
My warrior has come for me. You must think me a shameless harlot. Would that words could prove my love is pure?
Off to a nice siren after a long day's ruling, sire?
No, you must hide.
There is the boldness that filled a dragon.
Quickly!
You storm Milady's bedchambers with the urgency of a man in battle.
Oh, fear not. I shan't eavesdrop on the ducal proceedings. I remain to stand watch and guard, sire. For your protection, of course.
My Lord Edmund, would you had mentioned your coming, I might have dressed more finely. My lord, what are you?
Lenore! Lenore! Oh, my love! Forgive me!
My Lord Edmund, is something...
Lenore! Forgive me! I was wrong! I take it back, Lenore! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Lenore! What have I...
Your Grace, Edmund, This isn't... This wicked fool mistook a trifling kindness that I once paid for something more. She stole into my room. I was terrified. This commoner must be made to learn, sire. Give her a taste of the lash and a stay in the dungeon. Festi! Festi, I know you're there!
Milady is mistaken. I would never violate His Grace's privacy while he violates Milady's privacy.
Oh, brook none of your japes, fool! Summon the guards! Have this villain removed!
Well now, what have we here? Friend of the Duchess, sneaking off to her chambers for a cup of tea? Must be a fine tea. What to come all this way in the dead of night? Or perhaps you seek refreshment of a different sort, like a turn in the sheets with His Grace's own wife. Damn, you're tougher than you seem. Perhaps there's aught to this Arisen business after all.
What have I done? I cannot ask forgiveness for this betrayal. But I was certain the Duke would cut me down where I stood had I not spoken so. You must run. The Duke is half mad and fearsome wrath. I shall think of some way to assuage him.
Beg pardon, Arisen. I'm sure this is a small matter, but I would yet have you hear it. I was at my post before the castle not long ago, when a strange man came round asking after your whereabouts. Even more curious, when I told him I knew not, he swore me, tell no one of our encounter. Have you some enemy, Arisen? His eyes were mad. I shall never forget them. I beg you, be wary.
I am he who sheds the mortal coil. I am he who treads where death.
I am he who slips the earthly bonds.
I am he who sets the world to burn. We are the nameless men. Your life belongs to us.
I am he who salts the wound. Your end shall not be quick.
I am he who flays the skin. Let us see if you can stand for truth.
He who strides the sky. Your coward shall be exposed.
I am he who walks the broken road. I bear no grudge against you, Arisen, but you shall die by my hand just the same.
I am she who turns the wheel eternal. Your final thought shall be a doom. I am
I am the void of Stygian. I am wonder and despair. I am annihilation. You stood tall against my nameless men, Arisen. But you will find my challenge of a different kind. I am the great darkness. Part of everything, part of everything. And I am your doom.
I see you now, for a true Arisen.
Here for business? Then you've heard not the news. Madeline's in some trouble of late. She abandoned her shop and fled under cover of night.
Yes, tongues wag with talk of Madeline. Rumor has it, she was dealing in illicit goods. Some authority uncovered her game, and she was forced to shutter her shop. I hear she fled, too, before the guards had a chance to arrest her. Just what was she up to? I'd like to know.
Madeline's shop? Sure. Everyone knows of it. She bought the place when the first owner fled the dragon. Opened for business soon after. She has a fine head for figures. Bit stingy with the credit, if I dare say so. Odd she closed so sudden like. I'd wager there's more to this tale than we can say.
So I'm discovered at last. You must believe me, I've done nothing wrong. They say I dealt in banned goods. If it's true, I swear it was not my intent. I had no idea. But as I don't expect them to take me at my word, I was forced into hiding. I fled in such haste, all my goods were left behind. More's the pity, I suppose. Wish I'd thought to secure my dagger. It's a kind of charm what brings good fortune, you see. Baker's breath! That's my dagger! Oh, you beautiful thing! I can hardly believe it! I could just kiss you. I have not the words to thank you. It's been at my side ere I started my trade, many moons ago. But then, I've greater concerns at the moment. I've never seen trouble the likes of this. Even now, I feel the tears welling. It took all of my will and every last bit of gold to see that shop opened. And now, if you hadn't found me, I don't know what I'd do. Huh? No! Soldiers!
Arisen, well met. We pursue a female merchant named Madeline. She is charged by His Grace with trafficking in those queer medallions. As a symbol of salvation, the sale of such is blasphemy and treason both. We mean to arrest her and uncover the girl's connection to the Zealots' leadership. We believe she is in hiding near here. Have you seen aught that might aid us? No? We have reports she fled here.
Ho! There she is!
Don't let her escape! Forgive me, sir. Duty calls.
You saved me. Thank you. As Arisen, I suspect lying does not come easy. I'm sorry to have asked it of you. I can tarry no longer. I must seek safety somewhere further off. I'm at peace with the loss of my shop and merchandise. Such things can be replaced. But parting from you is a blow far more cruel. What? I speak from the heart. Shames me to ask for more when you have given me so much. Yet, might you spare some gold for my travels? My hasty departure left me without a single coin to my name. If all goes well, I shall pay you back in full. Most likely. Eventually. Thank you. You show such kindness to this foolish girl, and I love you for it. Once I'm safely away, I will establish a new shop in whatever place my travels take me. And when my purse jingles once again, I shall track you down and repay my debt. Truly. In any case, I should be off. Fortune and Moxie have taken me this far. I'm sure they will see me the rest of the way. Perhaps I'll even happen upon another someone to aid me. You know, same as how you appeared in Cassidus when I needed you most. Thank you again, and farewell.
I spoke with Sir Mercedes. At times, I feel I'm the only one focused on the true task at hand. We came to Grancis, not to threat, but to slay a dragon, honoring the old pact among our nations. Everyone ought clear their minds of any burden that would interfere. As I understand it, Sir Mercedes brought no men with her from Hearthstone. The force she commanded here was comprised of sellswords and the like. I've no dislike of Sir Mercedes, nor any interest in ferreting out her secrets. But the court is an ever-turning gyre of rumors. Some claim she was sent alone as a conscious slight. Others, that her Lord Father was simply fain to be rid of her. As a consequence, there are many here who shun her company. I'm sure you are a welcome ally, both as the Arisen and a fellow stranger to court society. As a foreigner, same as she, I am in no position to make demands of you, sir. But pray, do as you can for her.
I take it you've heard. Then you'll know that this task is mine. I'll not be an idle burden on the Duke's hospitality any longer. And surely you've won enough glory, sir. Allow me this one chance to prove myself. You have my thanks. This matter concerns Lord Julian as well. There is talk of dark happenings at the Stone of the North. Lord Julian's watch. He set out for the hold himself some time ago. But there has been no word since. Someone must go and see what has become of him. As a fellow guest of the Duke's, I felt it my duty. I would forbid you from interceding, but you no doubt have your own reasons for going. I will not stop you from joining me, but neither can I wait. Follow if you wish, sir. I am off. You colluded with Salvation to work sedition among the Duke's men!
Salvation? You place me in ill company. I'm a man of this world. Fantasies of death and redemption concern me not one whit. Now, legends. Legends stoke up the masses. If Duke Edmund were to best a second dragon, Grancis would take the Ascendant. But her neighbors ill want a giant looming at their borders, am I wrong?
Spare me your sophistry! The word neighbor sours on your forky tongue. Our lands have long sworn unstinting aid to any neighbor beset by the dragon.
Unstinting, you say? Tell me then, why has your Lord Father not sent your brother, joined by Hearthstone's finest steel? Why am I speaking instead with a bleating she-goat mocked even by her own men?
You will retract those words, sir!
Else suffer what consequence?
Else I shall wash my honor clean in your blood!
And you? You will play her second? I would welcome the challenge.
Stay out of this! He's made an open mockery of me and my homeland! I had thought, nay trusted you were above the base treasons of Salvation's like. The Knight's champion. An oathbreaker of your ilk is champion to no man, Julian.
Salvation?
damns a lot of them. And their idle talk of destruction and redemption. They were convenient to my purpose, nothing more. The day of Edmund Dragonsbane is past. He will not slay another worm. So what cause is served by sending men to die for his pleasure? The swift death of Francis is the greatest mercy to her neighbors.
And what of those of this land who will die for your peace? Will you stand idly by while a people lose their land, their very lives to a plague of beasts? You are no knight, villain!
Pray, think of the morrow. The dragon will come again. To your homeland, and to mine. Who shall stand against it then, if we are spent, all of us, for having held to some ancient pact? What is gained by all our death? Naught, I say, and naught would say your Lord Father.
How dare you, sir! I will not suffer such slander!
You know it to be true. Has he sent his finest blades? A general fit to lead him? No, he sent an ornament, so she be too daft to see it. 'Tis an empty show.
Bastard!
Do it!
Your head is a meager trophy. The men of the fort may have use of you yet. Even a she-goat's skin can warm a desperate man of nights.
What? He's no slander beneath you!
The duel is well and settled, Arisen. Be gone from my sight at once.
I've no more patience to indulge your play at knighthood, little girl. Your failure to quell the revolt is cause enough to run home to Hearthstone, tail twixt your legs. I tell you this in the spirit of mercy. If you cannot best me, you cannot best the dragon. Run along home while you yet live. Do you think me cruel, Arisen? 'Tis a sorry truth that righteousness is a rare luxury in war. You are pledged to slay the worm, and that alone. No oath binds you to the Duke, nor would my death do you any great service. The Hazors might call me a monster, but I am no dragon, sir. What say you?
I must make a pitiable sight. I knew. I am a meager choice to send as aid. I know it well. Still, I could not. I fear I put on a shameful display. Lord Julian had the truth of it, every word. I am weak. I serve no purpose here, save as hollow homage to an empty pact. Aids in name only. Hearthstone or Grancis, there's not a man in either who expected anything else of me. I knew it well enough, tasted it on every breath I drew. Yet still, I fancied myself a knight. Arisen. I will return to Hearthstone. Not to lick my wounds, but to petition my Lord Father that Grancis people receive true aid. I will not send you to meet the dragon with their fates weighing upon you. After, I shall return here to aid you however I may. I am a fool. Pray, accept this token. I haven't much to give, but it would please me to know it provided you some small comfort on your journey. I cannot hope to grow strong overnight, but I will return a woman able to serve you. Until then, pray be well.
Well, well. The Arisen. Toast of all grand Sorin. Does the work of all mankind's savior truly afford the time to go hunting petty thieves? If you insist on a game of cat and mouse, what say we see which role you'll fill? The cat has claws, and more grit than the fools in the Duke's Guard, I'll grant. But alas, I've not the time to game, sir. Farewell. Truly, the Arisen is a profession given to leisure. Or do you hope to earn your meals catching stray wizards for fear of actually facing the dragon? Alas, I'm not one for company. Let us be done with this. You've come to your journey's end! Talisman!
Thanks the Maker you yet live. I have not the words to apologize for your suffering. The Duke was furious at the news of our actions, as I'm sure you might imagine. In his rage, he banished Milady Eleanor to the lonely northern lands. Now she fears her husband will have her killed. Her very life is in jeopardy, Arisen. We must take our next move before his. We plan to flee and seek refuge in our native Meloir. Please, Arisen, make for the manse and find the Duchess, else she find an assassin's blade. Rescue her.
You've truly come for me. I've yearned to see you so, all this time.
Milady!
Mirabelle! These good men are from Milor. They'll see us safely home.
Come, milady, let us be off for home. I am well eager to be quit of this place. Let's be done with dragons and that awful Duke. That one deserves to be eaten up. I'll shed no tears when that beast leaves this land in ash.
What? Very well. I shall see to it at once. A matter of a most pressing nature has come to us. Make for the southern Way Castle immediately. I've received a report that one of the Duke's men has returned from afar, gravely wounded. He asks to speak with you, in all haste, Arisen. 'Tis odd his message was not writ in the report. An oversight brought on by haste, no doubt. Pray, fly to the Way Castle and hear the man's message, sir. Meanwhile, I am to see the Duke on another matter no less urgent. 'Tis a restless day.
Arisen! Urgent word from the capital, sir. You are to return to Aldous' side with all possible haste.
May God be good, you've returned. Just after you left, a slain cockatrice brought as a trophy for his grace came alive. The beast was well and truly dead, I'll aver it. Brought back by some dark art, no doubt. The local folk have fled to safety, but the beast's rampage is like to destroy the other freight. That tribute is the Duke's own property, sir. That creature must be slain, and quickly.
What damage have I wrought in carelessness to allow an agent of salvation through? And in sending you away afore the creature was revived, the damage was all the greater. While I, in my fool credulity, ran to the castle, only to be knocked insensate by some villain. 'Twas a lucky thing the beast was kept from the residential quarter. Ugh, or the castle. We must rethink the practice of tribute to prevent such a happening again. For now, though, the danger has passed. What of the damages?
We held our ground somehow. Not a single trophy was lost, sir. 'Tis a testament to the efforts of the Arisen. You have our thanks, sir.
Truly, sir, you are a wonder. You've handled the task perfectly. The beast is slain, and the treasure unscathed. 'Tis the first chapter of a new legend, sir. Or at the very least, a task well done.
Seems the office of Arisen brings with it equal parts strength and ambition. I am greatly pleased by your work, sir. I would see you rewarded for all you've done. Come, follow me. I have aught to give you afore you set out. There's no call for humility, sir. Take it. The expedition will no doubt hold its share of dangers. May the Maker speed your steps.
Urgent news, Your Grace. A messenger has come bearing word from the Great Wall. The hold has fallen to a man calling himself the Leader of Salvation. He's taking captives and threatens to offer up a grand sacrifice to see the land cleansed.
The expedition will keep, Arisen. Head for the Great Wall at once, and quash Salvation's designs afore they're realized. This matter takes precedence over all others. Now go.
the Arisen. Welcome. It would seem our fates are closely bound. The honeyed sleep of destruction will find this place, and all the world in its turn. Indeed, the coming night ill needs us, its faithful harbingers. Just as you in your hubris cannot hope to stop the divine beast that mocked you. Before its might, you stand as useless and frail as this ungainly contrivance of brick and mortar. Nonetheless, the trice you might delay the dragon's coming is blasphemy just the same. Walls reduced to dust. But first they shall peel the flesh from your bones, my dear Arisen. I have misjudged the extent of your skill, dear Arisen. I see it was folly to worry of walls and armies while you still live. However, it seems my regret will be short-lived. Don't you feel it? The very air dances around us. The long night is come! The dragon's reign at last begins! Merciful winged death! All-powerful and merciless Grigori! Behold, you unrepentant blasphemers! This is absolute truth! This is salvation!
The rantings of an up-jump zealot make for tedious listening. His ilk serves no role in what is to come. Only my death will staunch the flood of destruction, a task still far beyond your means. If you would face me, seek me out, and I shall allow it. But heed the zealot's lesson well, when the weak court death may find it. Until then, I shall hold your little keepsake safe. Your dragon forged will speak for my diligence in that. The choice falls not to me, nor to the whims of fate. It is yours alone.
bond did prove a weakness. My hour is past. Words can guide you no further. Only you know what lies ahead, Arisen. Meet it without fear. Go. There is naught to be gained from my words now. Indeed, heed no voice but your own. Strain your ear to the voice within, Arisen. Heed it well. Only you know what strength you hold. My master chose to follow the bidding of his inner voice. He cast aside all ties to others and chose to stand against the dragon. These ages on, I feel I understand why he did so. The Dragon Forge trusted in himself too much. Rather, he trusted none but himself. In me no more than in any other. The hour is come, Arisen. The door lies open. Seek the temple atop the Tainted Mountain, beyond the Great Wall. At its pinnacle, in the shadow of the worm, keeper of the Endless Ring, you will make your choice. What you there become, only you can decide.
What is your purpose here, Arisen? If you sought to live, you had naught but run and hide yourself away. But then, tell me, child of man, what does it mean to live in truth? To wage war against the passing of days? To pray to the unseen for a few breaths more? To raise grand cities from stone and spawn new life in turn? Mankind has done this, yes, and more. But is the tapestry you weave truly of your own design?
We eat when hungry, and we sleep when tired of eating. We kill them as we want them dead.
Their kind is easy to fathom. They go on living from simple fear of death. But not mankind. Some welcome the end with arms outstretched, while others come to face death incarnate, arms in hand. I ask again, what is your purpose here, Arisen? One path to your survival lies in my defeat. Still my heart, and you stay the coming end. Another path before you is to offer up that which you hold most dear. Abandon all delusions of control. For the price of a single life, I shall leave this land in peace. As my vanquisher, the duchy would bow to you. Wealth and power are sweet anodyne for heartache. You'll not gainsay my terms are more than generous. If it matters aught, the man who rules this land now won that honor through just such a bargain. The decision is yours, Arisen. Now, choose. I called you here to me, it was ever your own feet, your own will that brought you. And now again, the choice is yours, Arisen. Offer up the life of your beloved, here and now, and you shall live as sovereign of this land. Your heart will remain ever in my safekeeping, and with it, your mortality. You would face me then? Ah, 'tis a fool's choice, Arisen. But better fool than craven. I knew your mind ere you came. Still, I ask this final time, Arisen, will you stand and fight? Your choice is made, Arisen. As you have willed it, so shall it be. Show me your power, Arisen. Awaken now in full. Still my heart and lay open the path beyond. This is not fate, nor duty's call. This battle is your own, waged of your own free will. If you lack the strength to stay my fire, to stay the fated one, then all shall scatter as ash. this place, Arisen. Know the frailty of the works of man. This hold once stood proud and firm. 'Twas the foolish decision of a man too weak that brought it down. Fight! Cling to life! Return to the earth. Your very heart rests here within me. Reclaim that which you have lost. Take back your life, the surge of blood that tears into this world. It awaits you, Arisen, yearning here within me. Turning back is past. The world will have its answer. You or me. Death or life beyond. If you would gain aught, give your all here and now. Such is the contest you have chosen. so far to be stricken with cowardice, Arisen. You have chosen your path. There is naught beyond this moment for those who will not give themselves whole to their cause. Of steel, your blood-red voice. Show me your power, Arisen. Prove yourself worthy of what lies beyond my cords. Show that you possess the strength to still my heart, the will to do it, the soul. Slay me, and with me death itself. Stay the fires of destruction. This battle you have begun sits at the very heart of all creation. We are the axis about which the world turns, Arisen. Time itself flows with your footsteps. The soulless pawn. You've trained them well, Arisen. Come, Arisen. If you are truly awakened into the world, you shall weather the fires of perdition unscathed. Surpass me, if you would truly be the one to take up the endless chain. This fire, this pain. The hurt you visit upon me is the self-same pain I once inflicted. Yes, I remember now. This sensation, this pain, I know it well. This battle is mine, just as it is yours. It is one I began long ago. Show that you possess power fit to best me, or your world is forfeit unto ruin. And what is more, it is all by your own choosing. The one you refuse to offer up shall die as sure as the rest. profaning my fold. It makes men deaf to all reason. Heed me well, Arisen. In my death, you've won a future for this world. But what that future spells for you, for all men, is a truth you'll find staring back from this world's utmost depth. Arisen, you have earned back what is yours. Your life belongs now to no other. You've won it by rights. It is yours to use or cast away as you see fit. Remember that.
Strange the things I missed. The scent of the ocean, the sound of waves on the shore. I shall never neglect to appreciate them again. I believe I understand now. When the dragon gave you that wound, it wasn't to harm you. It was marking you as chosen. A sign you were fated for great things. This world but spins in a great circle for all eternity. Your struggle against the dragon is simply one arc in that circle. In truth, I care not for fate, or heroism, or whatever deeper purpose you are meant to serve. You saved my life. It is a debt I can never repay.
Is this some final evil worked by the worm? I fear for the people of Castle Dragonsbane.
Well met, Arisen. We've been awaiting your return. Waste no time on us, sir. The Duke awaits. I fear for the others in the castle besides. Though 'tis small mercy to be spared, only to face this world. Perhaps we'll all be wishing the earth devoured us ere long.
You met with the dragon. And don't think for a minute I don't know what you did then. I of all men. No human hands could fell that beast! No. You took the dragon's bargain! You conspired with it to wither me and usurp my seat as Duke! But you'll not be quit of me so easily! Had you men come, I would yet rule this land. I knew neither age nor the sting of death while the dragon yet drew breath. But you covetous wretch, you wanted eternal life for your own, and my title what's more. You took the dragon's bargain. You sold your love to death in exchange for glory. The beast promised you my seat if you slew me, is that it? Is it? Well, you'll not have it. You'll never have it. I'll not give it up, not to you. I'll rot before I see Francis bow to you. Your Grace? What devilry is at work here? Devilry indeed. And high treason. This brigand has joined a covenant with the dragon and struck me with a curse. She would tell you the beast is dead. Lies! She has become its minion, spreading evil upon this land as upon its ruler. Just look upon the hellish moor that gapes where once our city stood, and tell me this is not the work of the dragon's dark magic. Seize this traitor at once!
Is a truth you'll find staring back from this world's utmost depth.
If you would heed my call, prove now your worth. Show that you've the strength to break the yoke that binds you.
I would ask aught of you, Arisen. Please, take this. My mistress gathered their like as she sought her way through the depths. She died as she was done. If you would take up her task, pray bring them here to me. I trust that you will see my mistress' will done. Yes, at last. At last you've gathered the whole of them. With them, you can summon forth a rift of considerable power. This rift, born of the Wakestone's power, will guide you forward, Arisen. I fear there will be no returning to this place. Are you prepared to journey on? End this, Arisen. May the world be put right by your hand.
We'll find the truth below. We must jump.
Well met, Arisen. I'll not waste time on rhetoric. Defeat me, and take my place as keeper of this world. You saw it awaiting you at the end of your descent. Aye, the same world you've traveled to arrive at this place. A world you may well now inherit. It is a simple proposition, no different than any you've faced. You need only the will to claim what is offered you. The will to survive.
Yes, fight, Arisen, as you e'er have fought in coming here. What is it that impels you? What force spurs you on? What sustained your wanderings and led you here? I ask you, what is it that makes you alive? 'Tis volition, unbending will. You are here because you willed it, Arisen. That alone has brought you here.
Consider the infinite potential. Just as you call forth pawns, so I command all life into existence. Call it divine creation if you must, but expect none of the mercy men seek in their gods. This is cold truth, the unbending reality of a world without compassion. The world and all its denizens are but empty vessels. In that regard, no different than the pawns. Without volition, there is no true life. The world falls stagnant, dead as an ocean with no current to guide it. That volition is tempered by the struggle for survival. The decision, just like yours, to fight. Just as the pawns need a master's command, so the world thirsts for the will to live.
Let us continue, Arisen. Show that you are more than an empty vessel, animated by forces unseen. Show that the temper of your soul is strong enough to command far more than mere pawns. Show that your will is fit to bind the fraying circle of this world and hold it fast. Fight tooth and claw, struggle now and cling to life. Show that living holds worth enough to fight for.
It is time to decide. Will you claim your right as Arisen? or shrug the burden and seek peace in oblivion. Just so, one foot after the next, come what may. That is what it means to live. Turn back now, and I will grant you a merciful death. The choice is yours, Arisen. Yours alone.
'Tis a simple choice, Arisen. Step forward or retreat. Accept the quiet emptiness of a false peace, a false life. You are close now. So very close to me.
Come, Arisen. I shall meet you on your own terms, joined by my own companions of old. You stand now at its end, Arisen. See your journey through. Yes, stoke the flame of your will to survive, to be victorious. Temper your soul in its heat. The forge of my heart grows cold, and the world shivers for it. Know this, Arisen. The world is merciless, cold and empty for all its beauty. It is a fight that knows no end. It repeats upon itself, that all the world may repeat with it. And so the cycle continues, forever and ever and ever. Arisen, forgive me. All I've done was to test your will. It is the fate of all Arisen. You and I are swept up in the current, same as the rest. Each tempers the volition of the next, and the endless cycle continues. And so, until the coming of a new soul fit to craft the will to live, someone like you. Until that day, may you guide the world ever justly. I present you with the God's Bane Blade. Those who arise to oversee this world are undying, save by this bronze case. I ask that you, as the world's new seneschal, use it now to vouchsafe freedom to your weary servant. New crowned sovereign and keeper of eternity, grant me now this single boon. The fire of my life is spent and guttering. Give me freedom with the kiss of the God's Bane blade. If there is aught you wish to know afore my death, you need but ask. My knowledge, as my all, is yours to take. What would you hear of me? Will is that which led you to this place, and that which turns the eternal wheel of the world. Along the endless string of life and death, there are some born with a hunger. They yearn for some other, better place. They are the Arisen, nascent fountainheads of will. And so the dragon is sent into the world to guide the Arisen, and refine them, to temper their wills into aught capable of sustaining the world. And so the cycle of our world has e'er continued. Aye, there is life in the world, and with it death. Naught lasts forever. Each rises and falls in its time. But such is a death akin to that of pawns. They appear in this world, then vanish only to appear again, like bubbles in a mountain spring. As so it is with all that lives within this eternal world. In time, you will come to see it happen under your watch as Seneschal. Each beast, each blade of grass, each human life is born to die and be born again in endless rhythm. Naught lasts forever, yet all persists unto eternity. The pawns exist astride the rift. They speak of a multitude of worlds, each infinite unto itself. Limitless in span and lost to time, these worlds extend in an eternal, perfect loop. Just as a ring lacks start and end, so this world has no origin, no final terminus. If it does, they lie beyond our ken. We are prisoners of unpassing time, wandering an unending land. What lies beyond, we cannot know. The Seneschal is steward to the world. The world you traveled now rests in your care. Just as the Arisen calls pawns into being and sets them to motion, the Seneschal holds dominion over all living things. There are those who would call such a being Maker or God. I cannot deny the claim any more than affirm it. In the end, they are but words. Call it what you will, such is the office I have served, just as those before me and you beyond, unto eternity. Mourn me not, for I welcome the release. At long last, I am free of eternity, of infinity, free of the cruel, unending ring.
Your face is hers, but you're not. No. But she's here now. Still, I'm sure of it.